You know when your mind decides it's a crystal ball? You're just trying to fall asleep, but suddenly it's rehearsing every version of next week's disaster. The meeting that hasn't happened yet, the bill that's not due yet, the conversation you might or might not have. That's future tripping. It's when your brain starts time traveling into problems that don't exist yet, hoping that if it can worry hard enough, it can keep you safe. I used to live there, in that constant loop of what-ifs. The quiet dread that maybe this time, the shoe finally drops. But what I've learned is this. Every time we try to control tomorrow, we abandon the only ground sturdy enough to stand on, today. So in this episode, we're going to talk about how to call yourself back. Not by forcing calm or pretending you're fine, but by learning to re-enter the moment you actually have power in, this one. And stay with me to the end, because I'm sharing a bonus practice that turned my racing thoughts into a habit of returning, no matter what's coming next. Hi, I'm Jane. And if your mind has been running marathons while your body just tries to keep up, you're in the right place. Around here, we believe rebuilding your life doesn't mean pushing harder. It means learning how to stop fighting the moment you're actually in. This is Guts to Grace, where we find calm inside the chaos and learn how courage feels when it's quiet. Before we dive in, grab your free guide, The Edge of Enough. It's full of gentle prompts to help you ground your mind when life feels louder than you can manage. You'll find the link below. Future tripping isn't a flaw in you. It's a feature of your brain that's gotten out of balance. When life has felt unpredictable for too long, your mind starts trying to outrun uncertainty. It thinks, if I can imagine every possible version of what might go wrong, I'll be ready. But readiness quietly turns into hypervigilance, and soon you're spending your energy solving problems that don't even exist yet. I used to call it protective planning. I'd lie awake making mental lists of how to fix things that hadn't broken. The problem was, it didn't protect me. It just kept me tired, jumpy, and oddly disconnected from the life that was actually happening around me. You see, the human brain has two main modes: problem solving and presence. They can't both run at full speed at the same time. So the more your mind rehearses danger, the less space there is for calm. Not because you're failing at mindfulness, but because your nervous system thinks it's saving your life. This is why telling yourself to just stop worrying never works. Your brain isn't misbehaving, it's overprotecting. And like any overprotective friend, it means well. It just doesn't know when to stand down. So today, we're not going to fight your thoughts. We're going to learn how to disengage gently, how to remind your mind that it can rest, because you've got this moment handled. A few months after I lost my job, I remember sitting on the couch, laptop open, bills spread out, doing what I called thinking ahead. Except it wasn't thinking. It was spiraling. I wasn't planning the next step. I was predicting every version of failure. What if I never find steady work again? What if I burn through my savings? What if I start over and it all falls apart again? And then I caught myself sitting perfectly still while my brain sprinted through every imaginary future, heart pounding like something terrible was already happening. I remember closing the laptop and whispering out loud, "Nothing's wrong right now." And for the first time in weeks, that sentence stopped the loop. It didn't solve anything, but it reminded me that most of my pain wasn't from reality. It was from rehearsal. That's when I realized future tripping doesn't protect us. It paralyzes us. It keeps us busy rehearsing heartbreak instead of practicing hope. Since then, I've learned small ways to bring myself back, to recognize when I've time traveled in my own head and gently return. And that's what I want to show you in the next section: how to build that return habit without judgment, without force, and without pretending you're fine. If you want a little extra help practicing this in your own life, download The Edge of Enough. It's linked below. It walks you through simple, reflective prompts that can pull you out of your head and back into your day, right when you need it most. Here's the truth. You don't want your brain to completely stop future tripping. You just have to notice when you've left the present and come back. Your brain isn't the enemy here. It's a well-intentioned security guard that's forgotten you're safe now. Every time it jumps ahead, it's checking the locks, just in case. So instead of yelling at that part of you to calm down, try saying, "Thank you for looking out for me. But we're home now." That small sentence does something powerful. It shifts your brain from threat mode to trust mode. It reminds your nervous system that safety isn't somewhere in the future. It's right here, in the body that's breathing. And that's what grounding really is. Not forcing yourself to think positive, but teaching your mind to live where your feet are. Some days that looks like naming one object you can see, one sound you can hear, one thing you can touch. Other days it's a slower breath or a gentle shoulder drop that says, "We're not running anymore." You'll still drift forward sometimes. Everyone does. The goal isn't perfection, it's return. Because each return rebuilds trust. And trust is what steadies you when the world feels unpredictable. If the word meditation makes you picture sitting cross-legged on a mountaintop, let's rewrite that together. Meditation isn't a posture, it's a reaction. It's what your body does when you stop sprinting through what-ifs and land fully in one breath. Think of it this way. Every time you notice your thoughts rushing ahead and you come back, that's meditation. Every time you unclench your jaw, feel your feet on the floor, or let your shoulders drop, that's meditation too. So here's your simple practice for today. When you catch yourself the time traveling, don't fight it. Pause and whisper, "I'm back." Then take one slow inhale through your nose and exhale just a little longer than feels natural. That longer exhale is the signal. It tells your nervous system, "We're safe." And when your body believes that, your thoughts start to follow. You can do this anywhere, sitting in traffic, washing dishes, waiting for a reply that hasn't come yet. No timer, no music, no mantra required. Just your breath and the choice to come home to it again. Do it once, and your mind will resist. Do it twice, and it starts to remember. Do it daily, and it becomes your way back. A quiet ritual of trust, disguised as breathing. Once you start returning to the present, you can make it easier by giving your mind an anchor, a single word that brings you back faster. For some people, that word is here. For others, it's safe, or breathe, or home. You'll know it's the right one because your body will respond before your brain does. When you whisper it, something inside you will soften. Even for half a second, try it right now. Close your eyes for a moment, take one slow breath, and let that word meet the exhale. Let it become a small bridge between out there and right now. You're not chanting, you're cueing. That's what meditation really is, a neural habit of returning. Your body remembers safety faster than your mind can, and one simple word can help it find the way. So pick your anchor, whisper it whenever you notice yourself drifting forward, and watch what happens. The future quiets, not because it's solved, but because you've come home to yourself. You don't have to win the battle with your thoughts to feel steady again. You just have to notice when you've left and come back. Every time you do, you're teaching your body a truth your mind can trust. I know the way home. If this helped you breathe a little easier, tell me what word you chose as your anchor. Drop it in the comments. Your word might be the one someone else needs to hear today. And if you know someone who's starting over too, someone trying to quiet the noise in their head and figure out what comes next, share this video with them. Because when one of us finds calm, it quietly helps the rest of us remember what's possible. This is Jane from Guts to Grace. Thanks for spending time with me. I love knowing that we're figuring this out together, step by step, reminding you that every step takes guts, and every journey is sustained by grace. And don't stop here. The next video is waiting for you right on your screen. It's the natural next step in understanding how to build steadiness that lasts. And when you combine it with what you just learned here, you'll know more and be better prepared to navigate whatever comes next.